worry about me. So here's my compost pile that I'm getting back to. I forget how many days it's been. I think it's been 4 or 5 days, a full week. I made the mistake by waiting too long. I waited longer than what I should have. I should have broken this up 3 days after I piled it up, but I'm very grateful that I'm doing it now. But the first time that I piled it up, later throughout that day, it was a very hot day that day, and a couple hours later, you could smell the compost heating up. I thought I was having a fire in my backyard, but it was actually the compost just cooking. It was very hot. But 3 days after that, I was going to get to it and break it apart like how I'm doing right now, but I forgot to. Things just got caught up and I didn't get to it. So when I broke this pile up, it wasn't heating up. Just the inside wasn't doing anything. So now I'm just going to repeat the process and actually get to it and break it up every 3 days. You want to break it up every 3 days, every 2 to 3 days. You don't want to wait too long, because if you wait too long, it's not going to cook. That's the mistake that I did. So, but at least now I know, so I'm going to keep things on track. There's one thing you always got to remember when doing compost and making compost. There's 3 things you got to remember, because compost needs water, air, and obviously material. So if your compost doesn't have water, your compost isn't going to cook. If it doesn't have air, your compost is not going to cook. So you must have air and water within your compost in order for it to cook. And lay out your compost in the sun, and it's going to cook even 10 times as faster. It's going to cook 10 times faster. And you want to pile your compost high. The higher it is, the better it'll cook. So, like I said before, the first time I did this, the first time I piled this exact pile, I used water, air, and these materials. And I tell you, man, like 3 hours, 4 hours after I piled this compost, it started smelling like fire. I swear I thought I was having a fire in my backyard, but it was actually the compost cooking. It's crazy. I was in the front yard and I could smell like the woody smell from the compost. It smelled like fire. It's pretty cool.